Hey folks, Country Prepper here. I had somebody comment on it was one of my first few videos, like 40 videos ago. I know I don't have that many videos up anymore. I took some of my first videos down. They were kind of crappy, to be honest. So, I had somebody comment on my video. It'd be the second video in, if you look through all of my videos, second one, My Knives First Edition. Now I put first edition on the title because I knew I was going to upgrade. My first few knives that I bought when I started doing this channel, they were, well, let's just be honest, they were pretty much junk. And there was one knife that I left out on that first edition video that I should have done, but it was packed away. I keep it in my ammo box for going deer hunting, and it was packed away in my ammo box. I forgot it was even in there. But you don't get to see that yet. And no, you don't get to see the big old chopper yet either, even though I've done a video review of it. But I'm going to start off with the little ones. And you saw this one in just one of my last couple of videos. And this is the Schrade SCH 107. It's 3.5 inches closed. So it fits perfectly in an Altoids tin, but it's just a real nice little, it'd be a great little EDC knife, for somebody that wants a smaller pocket knife. Like I said, it's 3.5 inches closed. So that's the first one. I never even looked up what kind of steel that was, but I'll do a full review of this little knife. It'll be a quick review because there's just not that much to it, but there you go. That's my first one. That's my smallest one. And then I did a review on this knife. This is my SCH 501. And you're going to see a lot of Schrade knives in this, and I explained why in my video review of this knife. I've been EDCing this knife for a couple months now, and, there's no blade play in it. Not in the locking mechanism, not in the hinge. I haven't had to sharpen it yet. It's held, it's held its edge retention the whole time. And I mean, I do use it every day for something, cutting a box open or cutting some straps off some crates or something. It gets used every day. So that's my two folders. I have one other little folder, but it came in a survival kit that I need to do a review on, but I'm waiting for another survival kit to come in to compare it to, so that's why I haven't done that. Now this is the knife that I should have shown in my first edition video, and this is the Buck 693 stainless steel blade, hook blade, it's got the gut hook on it, a little bit of a recurve to it. This one is made in the USA. I don't know if you can see that on there. But this is the one I take deer hunting, and use it to field dress my deer. Works great. I haven't had to mess with the edge on that one either. So that has been a very good knife. One of the few knives, if you buy a buck knife, get one made in the USA. The China ones, not so much, not so great. Then I did a review on this knife too. This was given to me after the guy saw my first edition video. He left me a message, said, hey, looks like you need a little better knife, so he sent me this one. This is that Schrade SCHF 2SM. High carbon steel, hollow handle knife. Got the lanyard hanging off of it there. I've used this a lot too. I've batoned with it. I've beat the ever-living crap out of this knife. It's a tank. So, that is a really great knife, especially compared to the ones I had in my first edition video. So thanks again, Tom, for sending me that. Now, I guess I missed one of my smaller ones. This is one I have not done a review on. This was going to be the scavenger hunt item that you could have won if you would have gotten in on the scavenger hunt, but I had two guys get in on it, and they both told me to pass it along to somebody else that needs it. So I don't know who I'm going to give it to. I'll find somebody. Might do, might do it on the video when I do a full review of this knife, but it's a full flat grind, 1095 high carbon steel. This is the Schrade SEHF 5N. Now the only thing I'm going to say that I don't like about this knife, I love that full flat grind. It makes feather sticks like crazy, but and you can carve like crazy with it, but it has a bottle opener on the back. Why, I don't know. I don't know anybody that's going to go out to the woods to drink beer. I guess some people might, but not me. Just doesn't make any sense for a knife to have a bottle opener on it. Not a neck knife, anyway. So, and, well, I mean, it's alright, but the reason I don't like it is because you don't get a full handle on your pinky. And it just kind of kills the grip of it. I wrap the paracord around this. It usually comes with a skeletonized handle. That's about all I'm going to say about that for now. Oh, what's next? Now, I also had a thing going on that I called the Prepper Games. And it was a challenge to get people to learn by doing. Once again, I only had 2 people get in on that competition. At the time that I was doing these things, I had maybe 50 subscribers. I'm almost to 150 now, so maybe my little competitions would do better. But Schrade sent me 3 knives to give away for the Prepper Games. I only ended up giving 1 away because I also had prizes from another sponsor, and I wanted to give away something from each sponsor to keep it fair. Since there were only 2 guys, there you go, 2 prizes. The SEHF 38 is one that I gave away, and then the other sponsor, I had a Daiho survival knife and a bunch of small gear stuff for a bug out bag. But anyhow, this is one of the other ones, and I guess I'm just going to keep it. I stripped it down. This is that SEHF 36 that I stripped down, polished up. It's been a great knife so far. I've used it in a couple of videos, and I've taken it out to the woods and used it quite a few times. So great knives. And here's the big brother to that. I haven't stripped this yet. I was getting ready to. I got all the stuff out, and I don't know, got distracted doing something else and never got back to it. But this is the, and you can tell I've used that one. This is the SEHF 37. They call them the Bushcraft Series knives. I don't really understand why they're Bushcraft Series, other than, okay, they have a choil in them and, a straight spine on them, drop point. I mean, they're tougher than nails, and this knife, if you compare it to another knife that looks very similar, would be the SE6. The only thing that has gone wrong with this knife is, as you can see, I'm not very nice to my knives. Especially when I'm testing them out, I kind of took out a chunk of the handle scales on there. But other than that, the knife has held up very well. And just same with this one, I have beat the crap out of it. I wanted to make sure they were going to hold up just in case I ever do get caught in a survival situation. I want to make sure that knife's going to hold up to anything that I need to do with it. So, last but not least, excuse me. This is one of my first knives that I did a review on. And this, I did a little modification to the sheath. I wrapped it, did a cobra weave with paracord around it, and then I put this in underneath the cobra weave so that I could carry it with this, and I made a great big sling out of paracord. It's a great way to carry a crap ton of paracord. I mean, this has like right at 100 feet of paracord in it, so it's a great way to carry some extra. But I can quick unsnap it, and that way I can carry it on my belt if I need to. And also, by doing it this way, I can carry it the way I was. If I can get this back on there. You know, I can carry it the way I was, or I can carry it on my back. And we'll do that for the rest of the part of the review. That is the Cold Steel Bowie Machete. It's 1055 high carbon steel. Has this supposed to be a false edge, but it is actually sharp. It's not a real thick knife, but you know, a machete's not supposed to be. I think it's right around 1/8 of an inch thick blade. But this is my big chopper when I don't feel like carrying a hatchet. So, pretty cool knife. I love this part of the handle. It keeps you keep a good grip when you're swinging that sucker. So, and then I added the lanyard to it. The one thing I'll say about cold steel knives is, well, I don't know. I think they do a lot better job on the folders, which I'm going to order one of those pretty soon too, and you're going to get a kick out of that video. But the edge had a lot of burrs on it when I first got it. You can't expect a whole lot. I think it was like 22 bucks for this knife. And a 1055 carbon steel knife, I mean, that's kind of unheard of. So, but for what you're getting, it's a hell of a knife. It is full tang, even though it's got this molded handle on it. It's just not an exposed tang. So, but it has served me well, so I like it. And yeah, that's about it. That's all of them for now. I'll probably do another update, and I don't know, this one was probably, my first edition was probably 6 months ago. I don't know if I'll do them every 6 months or once a year from now on. I don't know. I'll decide. It kind of depends on how many knives I get, right? So, there's that one. That's all of them. Hope you like that. Thanks to the guy that commented on my first edition video to remind me that I needed to do this again. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. If I haven't mentioned it before, I think I have, but just in case, I have a new Amazon store started that's on my website, and I also have a link on this YouTube channel for it. That's one way that you can help support the channel. You know, if you're going to do some shopping anyway, it's powered by Amazon, so it doesn't cost any extra. It's just, you know, they give me a little commission for whatever you buy, for basically for advertising for them. So, and then I have turned on fan funding for this channel, but I realize, you know, my videos are going to get a lot better, especially this summer. I have something really big planned for a bug out training exercise, and I got a bunch of gear coming for that. I got to get a new bug out bag, and that's why you haven't seen that video yet. I was up, if you saw my fire starting tool video, I've talked about my bug out bag was, you know, all the contents were spread out throughout the garage. Well, the actual bag was sitting up on a shelf, and it was not too far away from the bench. And I was running the grinder, working on one of them fire tools, trying to, you know, change things up, trying to get it done so I can show you guys how it works and maybe get them on the market. But anyhow, I wasn't paying attention where those sparks were going, and I caught my bag on fire. So I got to get a new backpack to put together a bug out bag. Right now, everything's going to be sitting in a duffel bag just in case I have to go with it. But, you know, yeah, I need to get a new backpack because carrying a duffel bag sucks, especially, you know, if it's got a lot of weight in it. So, there you go. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Follow me, Facebook, Twitter, subscribe, and check out that A store. I've got a bunch of cool stuff on there. So, you know, even if you're not buying anything, just go check it out. You know, maybe something will spark your eye for a later date. So, anyhow, that's it. See you next time.